Alright, so I'm just going to be looking at Pepe Coin, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to to do my best to just share like what I'm doing as I do this. The first thing is I want to mark out support and resistance levels, starting with a monthly, and then I'm going to end up going to the weekly, and I'll mark out resistance levels there. Looks like there's not that much for me to mark out, maybe this. And then I'm gonna go to the daily level and I'm gonna mark out resistance levels there. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to understand where price might go, or where, when it does hit that area, what might happen. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Um, we've already, you can see we can't, I don't know how much I can trust this little wick up here. So I'm gonna keep this as a daily level. Um, and I want to mark that out. And then I want to look at like what has happened in the past that I can kind of use as confluence for what might happen in the future. So if we say like this right here was technically a bearish RSI, and then we can probably take that further and do something like this, right? Kind of something like this, not exactly perfect, but we can say, okay, RSI when it comes to the daily, we can use as confluence for RSI on daily level seems to work as one level of confluence. So this just becomes something that when we see price, go up like this, and it hits this, or maybe it hits this, then it hits this, then it hits this support level right here, I mean this resistance level, and we're seeing a bearish RSI, then it tells us, okay, this followed that in the past, so we can expect that for the future. And this just gives us levels to sell and not get too greedy on, and go from there, right? So with that being said, we have this marked out, and now we want to look at this. I'm not super skilled with this, but I'm going to try. This is one thing that I like to do. I haven't done this in so long, and so I'm not sure how well I'll be at it, but let's just see, right? We just take this to the low. It first hit the 2.168, and then it hit the 3.618. So you can see we pretty much tapped 2.618. So if we say this is wave 1 of Elliott wave theory, which technically that's not true because it's more like probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or something like that. Or actually, I see it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like a solid Elliott wave theory there. So then we would want to notate that 2.618 with Elliott wave 1, 3.618 for 2.6 Elliott wave 1, 2, 3 for Elliott wave 1 to 5. So we can go with that, right? And then now we say from Elliott wave 3, it almost hit the 1 to 1. Let's just go with, if we did this, I'm simply curious. I don't think this is the best representation, but if we take the entire move of the very low from this whole wave here, not super conclusive. So anyway, moving on to this, if we look at this wave, You can, this hit the 3.618 again, so we might say if this is wave 1, if you guys don't know Elliott wave theory, which I admit I am not a pro at either, but it'd be like this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. You could just end 5 there for all I care about, but for all purposes and measures, let's just do this. So then you say, okay, from wave 1, we hit the 3.618. This is something I would not get greedy over, and I would make sure that I always follow. And then you saw the bearish divergences too. So it does look like you can kind of trust the whole 3.618. The small issue I see right now is, so you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this was a mini wave within a wave, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. This might be 1, 2, and we're on 3 right now. That's kind of what I would guess. And you can kind of see the pattern too. It kind of like moves up slowly, kind of retraces, and then it's one big pump up for wave 3, and wave 3 then goes to wave 5. So this could easily follow the same thing, and if that is the case, then we can expect right here, right around 6.4. Let's just mark it out as blue, and let's say price has shown 3.618 for trend-based fib from wave Elliott wave 1, so wave 5, 6.4. So look, I'm not the best at it, but you've gotten to see this yourself too. This is still a target I would just keep. And then let's see if there's more confluence for this. You could say that this 2.618 is another, just a target that you might have for Elliott wave for the third. So it might do something like this, where it goes up to 2.6, and then this is the fifth wave, and then it comes down for a retrace, right? Whatever that may be. And then let's say it does another Elliott wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Very possible. But this is the targets that I would personally have. Meme coins is what you typically are seeing people make the most gains into. So that's what I would do. Oops, let me mark that out really quick. So you have a 2.618 for wave 3 target. No RSI indicators now, so this is looking good. You can see that something that people really love seeing is that volume is increasing, and then there's finally a decrease on this final thing. You can kind of expect the same, right? So maybe wave 3 you see a volume spike, and then on wave 5 you start to see volume decline. So we can say right now, wave 3 volume increase, wave 5 if it hits 6.4, and volume decreases, huge sign of dumping the token. This is not financial advice, obviously, but it's just, if I was going to do things, this is how I would do it. So that's kind of targets, right? This is just targets for what I would do. This right here is more like naked points of controls. I'm going to turn that off for now. So a bunch of other things that I love to look at nowadays is I love to look at anchored VWAPs to see if price is following it. See, we tap that here, but that's it. Typically with the anchored VWAP you want to take it from the high, but I feel like the high might be more like right here. This looks a little bit better, but maybe right here. I kind of like this one better. And then you want to take it from the low of where this impulse started. It might be here or it might be here. I would just put it there and kind of see. You want to make sure that price has kind of followed it. So if I zoom in a bit and I retake a look at all this, yeah, you can see price kind of tapped right here, but it's not super what I'm looking for. So I want to shift this around until I really feel like we can see where price has kind of followed it. Oops, I feel like I missed that. What if we started here? Because this feels better to me. I'm gonna just leave this right here. Because for this wave, this is kind of that low point from this pump up to the drop. And then you can see we've only gone up from here. So should we come back down and touch this for this wave? We might even be on wave 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's just a smaller pump within a pump, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there might be one final pump. I don't know if it'll hit this low, but if it does, that would be a huge like entry for me. So if we do get the chance to go in, that's how I would look at it. We can kind of see from here actually. If we take a look at this, oh, that sucks. Wave 5 kind of came and touched down on this. So this is wave 5. Would be nice if it comes down and touches on that. It touched right there, and that was like a decent time for a pump, but nothing super conclusive there. Next, I want to just make sure that the respect for the Fibonacci is done, and this gives me an idea on how this works. We can do a really quick like bigger pull and just see. Actually, we should probably start on the bottom of this pump. I could also leave it here. Don't care for that. I want to see if it came back and retested on the CC. It kind of did right there. Came, touched it, then went down a bit, but it kept going before it actually went down. Let's see how it respected with this. So that got respected decently well. It came, touched the CC, and pumped up. The problem is this is oops. This is assuming it doesn't pump more, right? Let's say it pumps more and it goes up to like right here or something. That would be incredible to see it come down and touch this. And if the VWAP or anchored VWAP comes and goes there, that'd be nice. So the last thing I like to do is understand the ranges of what's going on. And this is what it looks like as a big thing. You can kind of see we've been in this range right here. I feel like this isn't exactly on. Huh, who knows? For this whole big range, I don't know, I don't care. Big range wise, we've been in this area. Oh, I kind of like that. So the value area high of this entire move is also right here, which is nice to see. And then if we do a... Look, I really don't know what this big wick up is. I really feel like the CC or the Fibonacci should go from here to here. which we would be in the Fibonacci pull right there. But if I pull it up here, it would be the longer term time frame CC as well. Big CC fib pull here too. So if we come up here on some bearish divergences, you can sell. This would be a really good target actually for this, but it's not that big of a move up anymore. It's like, you know, almost 20%. You have a monthly level right above it. And that would be a really decent move there. I bet with the strength of this, we actually will come up right there. That would be very nice. So the last thing I'm gonna do is what I was talking about with these pulls, and what you want to do is month by month. So I'm gonna do that really quick. And the reason why is because I want to understand every month where has price traded within. And I think this is important because you get to see something called naked points of control. That means that price hasn't hit that point of control yet. I probably sound retarded because I'm like trying to do something while talking, so it's a little bit harder. So I've found that this works really well. So you can see we had a point of control, a naked point of control for months, and then we finally hit it many months later, right? And then we had a naked point of control here, and we came and we touched it, and then we came down, and then we had a naked point of control, and we came back down and touched this previous month's naked point of control. So we had a naked point of control here, right, on this month. The new month opened, we went down, and we went all the way back up to that naked point of control before crashing down a bit. And then for this month, there was a naked point of control down here that we went up past, and we never, the next month started, we never tapped it, but we ended up tapping it. And each month, these points of controls got hit. You can see here is a new one. We came up, we touched it. We went up, a new month started, and you're probably thinking, oh, that's gonna, no, we came down, we touched it. There's a point of control here, right? Oh, maybe we're gonna keep going up, and then it touches it again. Here you can see we have a naked point of control right here on the weekly, and this would be a very significant level for me to see a bounce on. So, you know, like, I don't know, I need to look deeper into this, but if we were to come down, right, really, really hard, you can maybe expect it to go here. I was actually hoping that we would have some kind of naked point of control up here, but overall, this is what I would say. I would say from looking at Pepe Coin, it is a little bit late to get in, but I would definitely expect it to come up and hit to do this 17%. That's not a ton of money, but it's what you can expect to hit, at least for a thing, and then I would wait for it to come back down. There's not enough like data for me to know where yet, but for now, if I owned a bag of Pepe, I would really be looking for something like that. And this is really all the tricks that I have up my sleeve when I look at charts. I'll do another stream on a different meme coin. Just let me know what you want me to do, but basically, look, there's a decent amount of confluence to tell me that we're going to reject from right here, at least for a little bit, and we can go from there. So thanks for watching.